In this video, we're going to show that derivative of f divided by g, or f over g prime, is equal to g squared in the denominator, in the numerator g times f prime minus f times g prime. This is called the quotient rule of differentiation. One way to remember it is that when we call our functions n for the numerator and d for the denominator, so n over d prime is equal to d squared in the denominator and then d times n prime minus n times d prime in the numerator. The way we're going to do this is to use the product rule, which we derived in the previous video. We derived the product rule by using the definition of the derivative. We can also do it here, but it's easier to use the product rule to derive the quotient rule. The way we'll do it is like this. Let h equal to f divided by g, so that h prime is going to be f over g prime, and our goal is to solve for h prime in terms of f, g, f prime, and g prime. So let's go ahead and do that. First step, we're going to multiply both sides by g from here, so that h times g is equal to f. Let's differentiate both sides. The derivative of h times g prime is f prime. And here we can use the product rule. And so the derivative of h times g prime by the product rule is h times g prime plus h prime times g, and that's equal to f prime. Therefore, we can move h times g prime from the left side to the right, and we have h prime times g is equal to f prime minus h times g prime. But remember what h was. H is f over g. Let's go ahead and plug that in. We have h prime times g equals f prime minus f divided by g times g prime, or f prime minus f times g prime divided by g. So the common denominator is g. This is the same as g times f prime minus f times g prime divided by g. And finally, the last step is to divide both sides by g, and we've derived the quotient rule of differentiation. So let me write down one more, eliminate all this stuff in the middle. H prime times g is equal to g times f prime minus f times g prime divided by g. And now, dividing both sides by g, we have h prime, which of course is f divided by g prime, is equal to g times f prime minus f times g prime divided by g squared. And that's the quotient rule of differentiation. You'll be using it a lot in the coming videos. So